This meeting to order, the workshop agenda of January 26, 2016. Roll call.
Mrs. Bastelli? Here. Mr. Pallone?
Here.
Mr. Sirianni?
Here.
Dr. Sully will be absent.
She's on phone.
On the phone, I apologize. And Mrs. Billings?
Here.
And I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Thank you. First item on our agenda tonight is a boardwalk update. Mr. Woolley.
For those of you who haven't seen it, this is on the webpage. The picture's worth 1,000 words. I don't know what a video's worth, but
It looks great. Is that's it?
Dr. Shaw, if you go on the website, we have the drone photo up there, which is what I'm showing on the big board.
Did we have any damage from the storm?
Minimal.
Not to the boardwalk though.
No, boardwalk was okay. Beach took a hit.
All right.
I saw today someone posted you can see the jetties. There's
Yeah.
quite a bit of the jetties exposed now.
But that's typical for these storms. And then it builds back up in the spring when we get the westerly winds. But you can see they've got the planning in. They've got the handicap cuts. That's those red things on the left as you're going up there.
What are they?
Handicap, the depressed curb to get over onto the boardwalk. You see the white little patches, that's poured concrete, I'll stop up here.
There's a good one right there.
Cottage place right here,
Yep.
okay?
Nice.
You can see they're closing in these. They're coming along well, the comfort stations. And then they're starting to pour they're going to start to pour the pads we're going to put the benches over here on this section, so they're off the boardwalk. And trash containers. So everything will be off of the boardwalk. We've got the wider width, there's no use crowding it with benches and trash cans and that type of thing. Unfortunately, we have this break here between the road and that. And you can see they've already started to put the base coat down on the road here between up to South Bath. I think, did they get north of South Bath, Stan?
I
The
don't
base?
know. This has got to be about, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's before the storm.
Yeah.
You can see this North Bath Avenue Comfort Station is going very well. I don't know if we got the electric hooked up yet, but we should be real short. In short order, we'll have the lights energized, and then we can get rid of those ugly,
Caucus.
overheads on the west side. These lights will be enough for the whole roadway,
No kidding.
so we don't need those horrible looking things. And again, everything's underground, so there's not going to be any overhead wires.
This video, from this angle, we have to prove those streets.
Now they take this and run it all the way up north, but I don't know.
That's good. That's good. Thanks.
It goes up to 7 President. So they're continuing, they have been off a couple of weeks at the beginning of the year with the in-house training that they're doing, but they're so far ahead of schedule, they can absorb that time. I think that they're back working, well, they weren't working in the storm, but they're back working now. So we're in good shape.
Any questions for Mr. Woolley?
Any update on beyond where Pier Village 3 area, what the plans are? And
You mean the section from
Yeah.
Serena's to, yeah, I think we're going to discuss that when we discuss Beer Village tonight.
okay.
Any other questions?
Kate, I have one from Mr. Woolley.
Sure.
Did the doggy bags get replaced?
I don't know, did we get those back?
We're working on ordering the dispensers
Stan says we're
And
getting,
the
we had to get new
and
dispensers.
the new locations that
Okay,
we're
that's
gonna
fine,
put.
just wanted to know.
Working
Yeah.
with animal control.
We're working on it. Because we supply such high-quality doggy bags, people take them in much more than the needed quantity.
Yeah, I understand that. They're very greedy.
Well, if it's for free, it seems to be for a lot of people who walk down there.
Yeah.
And they take more than one.
You're right. Okay, thanks for the info.
Okay.
Okay, our next item is review of the regular meeting agenda. Anyone have any questions? Michael?
Yes, you were going to talk about the,
Yeah,
Bathhouse.
we gave you a picture. We had gotten donated to us from Avenue these bathhouses, and Stan took some pictures of them. They're down in Belmont.
Yeah, these are pictures that are out in the snow. We haven't painted them yet or completed them, but you'll see the first picture. There's 2 doors on each side, so there's 4 units per bathhouse. Second page is inside. It was rough to get in there with the weather and stuff like that, but you see there's a seat that sits in the back where people can go in, they can hang up their clothes, there'll be things on the wall, and there's also a seat where they can sit and change. And then on the outside, I know that's a bad picture too, but the best I could do where they were, you'll see like there's a skylight up in the roof and stuff for some light in there and some air to get through.
there'll be a lock on them?
There'll be a lock on.
And how many do we have?
We have 40, but we don't know how many, 40 units, so 160.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know where we're gonna put them yet, and we haven't decided that yet.
It's all going to be spin off of demand. There are 4 in these units. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the back. It's a square unit. So they'll be, we're going to put them, close up against the seawall. And it's just a small, it would be like a small bathhouse in a beach club. It's a place where you can change your clothes and maybe leave some chairs and stuff like that. It's bigger than a locker, but not as big as the cabana. And we had some people requesting just a changing type of facility. So we figured we'd give this a try and see if there's a demand. And the price was,
Price, I think, is great.
couldn't beat the price. The Avenue was going to throw them away, so we took them. They're going to need a little work from us, not much. Maybe, $5,000-$10,000 worth of lumber and equipment, paint and stuff, and we'll be good to go. If it's even that much.
So these are gonna be a rent for $1,000?
Right.
A season?
So there's 3 levels. There's the I don't even know.
Lockers?
Locker.
The
Bathhouses.
lockers and
cabana.
bathhouses and the cabanas. So we think there's something for, all levels. If you just want to store chairs, you take a locker. If you want a place to change but don't want anything exotic, you go with the bathhouse. If you want something where you can sit with electric and
Call it home.
a shower, you pay them more money and you get the cabana.
Our summer home.
It's similar to what the Promenade has right now. Promenade has the same deal going on. They have the bigger lockers, bigger cabanas and a smaller cabana than these bathhouses.
So everything's gonna be out then, Stan, for a total of what, like 145?
Depending, it's gonna be supply and demand, basically. The people we're gonna put out that we have them, and then we've already got a big request for more cabanas. And then with these bathhouses, we'll see how many we're gonna put out, and then we'll
So
know how many
replace
to
them as
repair and all
needed.
that and everything, and replace them, and then the same. The lockers, the small lockers, we have enough of. We're not gonna need any more of them or whatever, because we have some of them left over from last year.
So what's the total potential, about 145?
160,
160?
yeah.
I'm not thumbing through this. When are they going on sale again?
They have up to March, they have to March 1st. The people who were in them last year have up to March 1st to request the cabanas and the lockers. They first come, first served basis. And sometime, we haven't set a date yet, but Mr. Woolley, I don't know if you've talked to
Yeah, early in March.
March 19th, it says.
Sometime in March, we're gonna do a
March
Saturday.
19th,
We're gonna do a
resolution says.
Saturday again.
Yeah.
19th?
Mhm. Any other questions, Michael? John? Good?
And the locations will be basically as a demand. I mean, these are in small units. So if we have a bigger call for them at West End and say the Great Lawn, we can stick more there. You know, we don't have to put 10 at each beach. We can kind of move them around as the demand warrants.
Stan, how many were rented last year, though?
The cabanas?
Well, the cabanas and the lot, and the small lockers.
The cabanas, we rented 20.
Out of how many?
I'm sorry, we rented 13 out of the 20. I could have rented them all if they were in different beaches, but once we got the cabana set, so we're gonna move them around accordingly. Right now, we have a request for not only the 20, but an additional 11, I believe, if we can get them looking down the road.
And the lockers?
And the lockers we had, I'm trying to think, I think we had 120 lockers, and out of the 120 lockers, I believe we sold 75, I think it was.
Yeah, we were limited.
It's somewhere in that range. My numbers might be hair off, but.
I think because of the fact that half our beaches were closed, we were limited in.
Yeah, and we're moving the lockers around. You know, lockers went from West End to Bath Avenue to wound up with Morris, a lot of them. So we're moving them over. This year they'll be stationed, right where they belong and stuff like that. Hopefully, if we get some beach back. But.
So we're optimistic it'll be a good deal. What we did was well received last year.
Any questions? No? I need a motion to close workshop session.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to adopt a resolution to go into executive session for the following items: litigation, Kelly and Laporta, contract negotiations, Ergo, Markville, Pier Village, Casatano, FEN, and personnel matters, Long Branch Sewage Authority, and the Health Department.